Hi guys. Sorry, I was just trying to put the incense out. Hello there. So, I'm just grounding myself a bit. But today's message is regarding somebody who has asked for a message or a sign or made some kind of prayer to the guides or to spirit, asking for some help. So if you are somebody who asks for this help or this guidance, then this could be your message. So I'm going to start off with a few things first, and then we're going to do the reading. It's very significant for today because then I realised it's the 11th of the 7th. Now, these numbers that have been recurring in quite a lot of my readings recently have been to do with the 7-11 or the 11-7. So I feel like it's very appropriate that I do this today and significant. Also, I do think it's very, very relevant as well for what people are going through. Especially with the message that I've already got coming through. I know it is very significant, and I feel like a lot of people may need this and need this guidance. So hang in if you do feel drawn to this. I will give you a few things to start off with to see if it resonates with you as well. But the numbers for today's reading is 1133, 1010, 0909, 2211, 117 and 711. Also guys, if you could like and subscribe to my channel, it also helps me get more messages out to more people who may need them. Also, the energy exchange is given and you always gain messages on readings to come, and that is a fact. The amount of people who say they feel like it's personal because they've interacted with me. So the more that energy exchange is given, it helps me give the right messages out and the correct messages, whoever needs them. Right, so first of all, in my meditation, the first thing I seen was a number 8, a huge number 8, and it was, the colours of this number 8 was blue, light blue, and then it went into purple. It's like an ombre colour, I can't even describe it, but it was pulsating and it was like a vibration or a frequency. So it's like that number 8 frequency, but we're in that number 8 year as well. But also, I feel like what this is showing, I feel like this is giving people a lot of reflecting time of how do they see money maybe? How do they, I feel like people are being called now to really analyse and maybe be truthful to themselves, like what they see as their future, like what means more to them, what is their truth, what is their perfect future, what is their dream, what is their goal. And being very true, you need to be very truthful about this. So I feel like this is, because I know a lot of people's mindsets might have changed from maybe a dream or a wish that they once had, and it might have been for a lot of money, or just certain things, like even down to a house, like where you'd want to live, the kind of stuff you'd want. I feel like people now are changing quite a lot about themselves, and maybe them visions or them dreams or goals are now their wishes. So it's just like going back and maybe think it, like writing everything down, like is it still the same? Because it's okay if it is, but if it is different, you need to be also truthful with yourself as well, just to give the right vibration of yourself out. Because if this frequency, the vibration is heightened now for you to bring stuff in, and you're not being truthful to yourself about what you really want, the universe ain't going to be able to make this happen for you if you don't actually know yourself. Also, the sun was very prominent in my meditation then, so I do feel like it was, because obviously we just had the 7-7 portal, so then we've got the next portal, which is the 8-8. So I do think these coming weeks, these couple of weeks now, are very significant for you to be really in that heart space of what you really desire and what your goals are, what your dreams, what do you want to be, what do you want to do you want to go back to school, do you want to get into something creative, do you want to learn a new hobby? But I did see a lot of yellow, orange and pink, and it kind of went into this really nice pinky colour, and I can't really describe it. But I don't know if this is someone's aura or if this is something significant for somebody, or maybe them colours might be helpful during this period of time. I did see the rainbow vibration as well. I seen as well some kind of Egyptian temple, and I don't really know what this is, but maybe this is for someone, that's why I'm saying it. And by the way, I've got a really weird pain in the back of my tooth, and it's not even toothache, so I feel like it might be something to do with this. I've had this for a few days and I've been umming and ahhing about doing this message, so maybe it is to do with this, or someone might be suffering with the back teeth. I can't think what they're called now. You don't have to have them out, but I feel, because it's not a pain, it's just, I know something's going on there. So something possibly could be trapped for somebody within the body, and this could be something to do with something regarding tensing up, so like anxiety, in that yang energy possibly, like where you tighten all your muscles together and stuff, possibly like that flight or protected mode. Oh yeah, I've seen the citrine crystal as well. I've seen a lot of citrine crystals, like quartz crystals, so maybe that's something significant to help you create your goal. I can hear a alarm. 1 second. Oh, it's gone off now. Right, that was bizarre. There was an alarm going off then, so that also could be something significant. I don't know what that means, but maybe it's something that you might hear, and maybe that's kind of a message or some kind of guidance from you guys, possibly. But yeah, citrine crystal, which will help with the happiness, bringing joy. Also, it'll help you with creativity if it is something creative that you're wanting to do. But I did see these big rectangular blocks, which was in the shape of a pyramid, and it had like a point at the top, but when I looked, it was gold. It was like as if it was a block of gold money, like a block of gold, but in a giant size, because it was a temple. I feel like some of you as well are being called to go to certain specific places. There's certain places that people be called to go to for some kind of activation or some kind of download. I don't know, but I've obviously wrote Egypt, but then I've seen a cathedral, so maybe it's just something of some kind of building which is very significant. Now, it could be any form of building, but obviously I wrote a temple in Egypt, and then a cathedral, but also I wrote water down, and then I wrote a beach down, because I felt like it was the desert, but then it turned into the beach, and then it was like the sun and the water. So I don't know if someone's being called to go to the sea, possibly to connect with the water, maybe. I'm not sure, but take it how it resonates, guys. It's not all going to be your messages, but right, I've got something else to say as well, which I forgot. So basically, the message that kept popping out was something to do with holding someone's vision. Someone is I don't know if you're getting fed up of, I think you've been working on something, putting your effort into something like a business, and I don't know if something's trying to catch you off guard or get your energy or get your attention, but you're at this point now, and Spirit's saying, hold that vision, don't lose track, don't lose focus now, because you're at a prime time for this. And I feel like there's some kind of test going on when it comes to this, and I don't know if you're going to get some kind of unexpected test into throwing you in the deep end with something which might not be what you want to do, or some unexpected thing what's going to divert you or catapult you into somewhere completely different. But I do feel like you might be losing focus with this, because possibly you've been working on it for so long now. But this is your message now. If you ask for a message, your message is now, don't lose focus, because it's here now. This is the prime time for it. And this is where I think these diversions and people are going to try and get your energy, draw you into something to get you off track. And it's like trickster energy. So now it's being aware of when this does happen. Right. So I'm going to say a few different things there now, because like I say, this could I'm going to have to say a few different messages because it could be for a few different people this, but there is a commitment here for somebody regarding an air sign. So it could be a Gemini, a Libra or Aquarius, or that could be a significant month that you could be meeting if you've not met. But there is some kind of union coming into play here, and some kind of commitment, and I do feel like it's to do with karma. But then again, I do feel like this is what I've just been talking about, a commitment to your work. I feel like you are being tested right now. And it might be, this test, what you might be getting given, it might be to speak out about something or on some kind of platform. So you might get some kind of unexpected call or a message for someone might contact you and ask you to come and do something, and it's going to be something out your comfort zone. But I feel like this is a test from spirit to see if you are committed to whatever you're speaking about. This is like a test now to see if you believe in whatever it is that you're doing. But also I do believe that some of you are being called to go travelling. There's certain places that you're being called to go to. Now, if these things are coming up in your mind, or you just get a feeling to go and look at something online and you're looking and then it's like resonating with you, I feel like you are being called to go there. So please be aware of whatever these signs are that you're getting. Don't ignore them. But I do feel like as well, I feel like some of you as well, I feel like you are going to be on some kind of, I feel like it is some kind of platform when it comes to networking, but online. Like this could be on a radio station, this could be a podcast. You could be being invited onto someone's program or someone's take part in some kind of documentary possibly. Yeah. Some of you as well could be being called to different places to come together with other people. This is definitely to do with community and like coming together with others. And this is like a test of your commitment. But that, like I say, that's not for everyone. But some of you, if you are in a relationship, you are reaching a higher level. And if you are, say if you are in a relationship and something's come to a bit of a slow movement or something was going on, and I feel like it might be because there's been this understanding of what we want and what we don't want. And I feel like a lot of us have had to go inwards and remove our energy. But if you are in that kind of connection, I think this is a higher level commitment that's coming in. So don't push things, just let it unfold, because whatever's meant to be will be. If you're not meant to have that person in your life, that person will be removed. But if you are, they will be coming back, and it might be from now leading up to Libra season. And that's when they might come and speak some truth about what they're going through, and maybe that's when they might say that you are their person and they want to commit to you. So that's the first one. Your hard work is paying off. Like, do you know what? It's funny because every time I do like a reading like this where I feel like it's significant, it's always something to do with Capricorn or Cancer or Leo, like every time. So last time it was end of a tough cycle with a Capricorn. This one's the hard work is, this is your hard work is paid. New moon, right, I've just realised something. Wait, actually isn't the new moon. Isn't this on the 21st? I don't know actually now. Now I'm oversized and so if anyone's got any toothache, I feel like I'm going through this pain right now. Or is this what this is telling me? Summer has been hard work in general, and it's been irritating, like I said, like it's annoying because it's there. It's like there's been some kind of energy of you're pushing something or you're doing something constantly, but it's at like a stage of there's nothing more you can do or put into, because it's stuck. There's something stuck there, possibly. And it might be to do with divine timing. This could be well and truly to do with divine timing. Now, if you've got to a certain point, and as well, I feel like you might be being tested on patience and trusting, because some people might lose trust along this path in their own self. And if you do, then that's because something hasn't been healed in that situation. So then you've got to really go back to why you're losing trust, why you're losing faith, because you're being impatient. What is it to do with? So that also is a message. But we've got this confidence is your key to success. Now, do you feel like there's some kind of something is going to come unexpected where you've got to go and do something last minute? I feel like it's something last minute and I don't know why, but because I've got this Capricorn here, it is to do with your work. Because Capricorn is 10th house and it's regarding your career. Your hard work is paying off. So it's like your hard work is paying off. Something unexpected is coming, but you're being called now. Whether there's a lot of people doing this, or say if it's a job opportunity and they've asked you to come in for an interview, and you find out that there's quite a lot of people going in for this. Don't let that fear take over and think, right, I can't do it because there's so many people. But you have to walk into that with this confident Leo energy, like you've got this. You tell yourself that you have got this and you are deserving of this. Now, if you don't get it, you're not meant to get it. That's another thing. What I've had to, this fly is really annoying me. This is what I mean about these things annoying me right now during this reading my teeth. This fly, I feel like there's been loads of distractions on you, trying to pull you off course, because I feel like this is really distracting me now. I'm still going to carry on. And I keep, do you know what? Honestly, I'm not going to say it actually, but this could be just a test, this as well. This might not be a job that you're meant to get, but this could be a test in your confidence and your belief now and your trust. Because if you refuse to do this, maybe this is where spirit might be like, they're not ready. They're not ready. They don't believe themselves. And then you might have to hang fire for a bit longer. So hold the vision, guys. Whatever your vision is, whatever your belief is and your business. And if you've not lost hope and you've kept going with this, whatever this is coming up now, it could be a test or it could be an actual job. But you've got to just take it as it is going to be the job. But like I say, if you don't get it, don't feel disheartened and don't feel like you failed because it wasn't meant to be for you. I feel like it would have been getting you ready for the next thing to come. Because whatever we don't get, it's for our highest good. It's not for us to be upset about. It's for us to get back up stronger and go at it even more as well. Plus, like I say, sometimes these are just tests what spirit brings to us to see if we are ready for something. Because if you walk into an interview or whatever it is that you're doing, not confident, not ready, doubt and all that kind of stuff, that you're not ready for whatever's to come. Because whatever you're going to be on next, whatever doorway that's opening for you, is going to be for long lasting. This is going to be like something that's going to be very stable. Now, you have to be fully prepared for it and fully ready for it. Now, if you've got doubts or anything, or they feel like you're not committed, then maybe you might be put on hold for a bit longer. And I feel like that's what's happened for some people. Maybe this is where this patience has come in. Maybe you've been stood still for some time because it was all to do with if you lost trust or lost focus because you thought you was doing something wrong, or you just thought that you were on the right path, or them doubts. So that would have been something you had to work through as well. I'm sure, I know something to do, there's 2 moons to do with Capricorn in the month of July. And I know that there's one on the 21st. I think, is it 21st? Yeah. I know something just happened today though, the 11th, which I feel like it might be to do with Venus. Yeah, it is. Venus has just gone into Leo. Yeah, Venus has just gone into Leo. And I've just said confidence is the key to your success. Maybe this is a boost of confidence now that that's just gone into Leo. Maybe that's going to help you find this confidence in yourself. Maybe you are actually changing something about yourself. Maybe you're changing something about your appearance or the way you dress or the way you speak. There's something going on here where I feel like you're changing something And you might need it to change something or alter something, the way you was going about something, whatever that means for you, I don't know. There's some kind of inspiration here. Right, we've got the door to value, which is number 31, which is the number 4. Flag, you need to stop now because I'm going to end up burning myself in that candle. We've got the number 3 with blossom in abundance, which is the possible challenge for you. And the action of this is the number 36 and the number 9 energy. The second chakra archangel, Ariel. Yeah, it's about your confidence. Value. This is what I mean, daughter value. This is the energy that's coming out of this reading, right? Is daughter value. This is something. This is like this is a lot of stability. This, because the number 4 is to do with stability, and I do feel like you've had to be in this energy for quite some time. You've had to do it a slower way than maybe other people, you know, fast track onto certain things. But there's something regarding in this reading that you was learning a lot more than getting things faster. And the challenge is the money, because this is blossom in abundance, right? So this is where I think the challenge has been. You wasn't seeing anything. There's been no recognition. There's been nothing coming in, and this is where the challenge is. And I feel like the challenge for you is: are you doing it just for the money? Was it just about material stuff? And I feel like a lot of you, it wasn't, because you've still stuck with this because this is your passion. This is something that you strongly believe in. This as well is showing me as well. It was about seeing your own worth as well and your own value. And I feel like maybe this is where this confidence, this is where this is all coming in. It all mixes in together, this. I feel like it's all coming together now I'm saying it. It was like a lot of different areas of your life that you was learning at one go, which is a lot. It was about your commitment to your work and to yourself and your healing. It was about you believing in yourself and believing in whatever it was that you're doing or you're saying, trusting in the universe and in the process. You was learning patience. You was learning the value of money, I think, as well, by not having much but still carrying on. But what this is showing me, and this was doing for a lot of people, was helping with the sacral chakra. And I feel like it was about really seeing who you are on a deeper level. And maybe some of you had your confidence shattered at some point, and you've had to build it up. And I feel like this is why it might have took longer. Maybe this is what you was working on a lot of, but at the same time it was working on a business and your work. But each time you was working on something, I feel like it was doing something more for yourself as well at the same time. But something is about to come, because the action for this is the second chakra. And that's like you being in that power of doing something that you love, that you are devoted to, that you are committed to. This is something that gives you that get up and go each day and enjoy that flight, honestly. Let me turn this down. This is like, yeah, this is something that you want to get up each day and do, because it's not even like you're doing work. It's like, this is something that you enjoy to do. It's like, when people say, oh, I don't want to go to work today, I don't feel like whatever it is that you're doing, because you're so passionate about it, it's not even like you're going to be working. This is something that is natural to you. And I feel like as well, it is all to do with your own self as well, how you valued yourself. I feel like you're learning so much about yourself, and I feel like you have changed quite a lot as well. Epiphany and seek clarity. Letting go, learn to let go. Right, so this could be a few different things, this now. A lot of yous could be waking up to what's kind of, I better move this because I'm going to end up burning my hair or something at this rate. I feel like a lot of you are having this huge epiphany into what it is that's kept you stuck. And I feel like some of you might be yourself. Some of you might have stood in your own way because of limiting beliefs possibly, and not feeling good enough and not feeling worthy enough. I feel like these might have been subconsciously in what you had to release, and maybe you was tested a while ago, or maybe you have been already tested in this way with your work, and that's what depleted you. But that's because there was still doubt there. And these two cards, now it's like the epiphany, this clarity, this light bulb that's just gone off in the mind of, hang on, it was my limited beliefs in thinking I could only do such a thing and such a thing. So when other possibilities was coming in, maybe you were even seeing it for what it was, because there was some kind of limitation in your work and what you thought you was meant to do or what you was going to do. It's like you couldn't see beyond a certain point possibly. But as well, I do feel like a lot of you might have been letting go of quite a lot of things as well at the same time, what you might not have wanted to let go of. Maybe you was doing little bit by bit, and then it was like she's still not, or he's still not let go of such a thing. Or it could even be like forgiveness of others, or grudges. It could be anything really, or certain things that people said or did, or money, where people maybe have took from you when it comes to certain things, and then you've never been given something back. I feel like there's quite a lot going on here where there's a lot of stuff being released and let go of. Do you know what? I forgot about these affirmation cards over here. But that's for a reason, so let's have a look. Leadership, that's just decided to stay over there, so we know we like to take charge of this situation. You are being, there's an opportunity coming up here where you get to be at front of whatever this is. Whatever it is that you do for work, there's some kind of opportunity, and it's whether you're going to have the confidence to do it though. You're going to get put in some kind of situation, and it could be something like where such a person isn't coming in to work or whatever, and someone said, right, call such a person, and you might not even work at this place, or you might not even be able to do it. But this is where this test comes up for you to see if you are going to live up to what you're saying, or whatever it is that you're doing, or you're being called now to put yourself in, like apply for something, what is some kind of leadership role. Or if you're already in a workplace and you know there's something coming up where you could go for something higher, but you've limited yourself into thinking that you can't do that, then you are being called to do that and to put yourself forward for that. Right, so we've got, I forgot we had these over here. So we've got flexibility, destiny, and humour. I feel, yeah, so like I was just saying then about some kind of limited beliefs. I feel like Spirit is saying now to you guys is, be flexible. Don't try and put yourself into a box of limitations, because there is something coming up and it is going to be uncomfortable because it's something that you're not used to, but you are being called to be flexible with this. Like, say if it's something that you might say, oh, I can't do that, I ain't got enough time for this, and try and figure out something that will be flexible so you can go ahead with this. Don't limit yourself and don't tell yourself that you can't do something. Say yeah, but you might have to change or adjust certain things in your life for it to come into fruition. Acknowledge your mission, align with your purpose. You have the gifts and you need to share this with the world. And we've got the dolphin and the water again, and I was talking about the water on this. I feel like a lot of you as well, I've got humour here, laugh at yourself, lighten the heart. I feel like a lot of you have been working quite a lot and quite hard, that maybe you have forgotten to take some time out. Maybe you have been quite serious with your work and in that yang energy, and now you're being called to stop, take a break, enjoy yourself, have some fun. And this could be where this comes in as well. Maybe someone is asking you to come and do something which might be just having fun, socialising, and you're being called to be flexible with this. We know, like, obviously they don't want you to lose your vision with your work, but also don't lose your vision in yourself as well, and your own destiny, and your own needs, and your own celebrations. Maybe you need to celebrate yourself, and maybe you are being called to go on a vacation, because when I see the beach and stuff, maybe you are being called to do that. Maybe that break and that downtime where you get to enjoy and stop being as serious, that's where this epiphany might come from. That's where this epiphany, and that's where you might release something or let go of something at that point. And that's when an opportunity could literally come out of nowhere, literally. Yeah, because with the flexibility, it's like gently flow through the turbulence. Life has the ability to shape you, bend, but don't break. This is what I'm saying. It's like, whatever is going on right now, whatever's being removed out of your life for your destiny to be aligned with you, you are being called to try and get into that lighter energy of that inner child. And whatever's being taken, don't feel like it's being took, because it's depleting you. It's laughing at whatever we can't control. So I've realised now is whatever you can, whatever's out of your control, don't let it affect you. So it's like, say if something has been blocked, like in an obstacle, it's like stopping you from going somewhere, or maybe even down to losing a job, losing a car, anything. Take the good from whatever that is bringing you, because it's for a reason. There's always a reason behind it. It's not for you to be like, to suffer. It's for the highest good, for whatever reason, and it's a diversion for something else, because maybe you're doing something that you're not meant to be doing. So like I say, if you go for a job and you don't get it, don't think it's, what is going on? Why does the fridge sound like it's got a racing car about to set off on the actual? What? Like something's picking up speed. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you've got to stop because something is about to go fast paced after this. Yeah, it's like whatever is going on, it's not to break you. That's why you're being called to be flexible with whatever's going on and trust in whatever's happening, because some of you are acknowledging your mission and where you're being guided to go. So, and then some of you are being quite serious and maybe being too focused or hyper focused on working certain things, and you're forgetting to laugh and to have fun and be happy, because this says lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. And I feel like this is what's this, like I said, that something might be trying to get you to engage in something, and I feel like it is something that if you are being called to engage into it, or if you have to because of whatever reasons, don't let it bring your vibration down into a fear or anything negative. Don't let it steal your happiness, because if it is something that you have to engage into, you're being called to open your heart with it, and don't lower your vibration, because I feel like it is some kind of, I feel like it's something that's trying to divert you off track, and it is trying to get you to break or feel quite low. But I feel like what you are supposed to do with whatever this is, I feel like you're meant to watch it or to be aware of it, for you to understand and process something, not for you to lower your vibration and go into. Because it might be something that is going to bring some kind of turbulence into your life, and it might, but I feel like this is where this epiphany comes as well. So, can we get more messages about this message that whoever had asked for? They asked for a sign, they asked for messages. Wow. Right, guys. I've just realised a bit. Them colours that I was talking about before, what I said with the pinky, and it went the pink, the yellow, and the orange, and the orange, the yellow, and red, and it turned into like a pinky colour. That's what colour it turned into, that pinky colour. I can't describe it. It just reminded me of a sunset, and then it went into this really like beautiful pinky colour, but then it was like beachy. Now this is light and love. This is your purpose, is to bring divine healing, light and love into this world. Maybe that is somebody's aura then. Maybe that is your aura. Maybe that is your frequency, these colours. And it was showing me that you just being you, regardless of whatever it is that you do for work, wherever you are in the world, is bringing that frequency to wherever you are. And it is healing. And it helps people. Maybe it's a calming, because I felt like I was on the beach and stuff. So maybe I wasn't. Maybe it was just because of this aura that you've got, this light that you've got. Maybe that's how people feel, relaxed and at peace, like they are on some kind of beach or at the seaside, maybe. Because we've got practice, right? Which she's practicing an instrument. We've got travel. We've got study. We've got light and love, freedom and children. So I'm going to say a few different messages, because like I say, not everything's for everyone. So just take whatever's yours and leave the rest. Don't, like I say, this will be a multiple of different messages. Some people might have all the messages, but some don't, you know. And I've just realised, I've just put them 3 affirmation cards there. Now I'm looking at them with these 3, this underneath it, which, yeah. So, the flexibility with this practice. Maybe somebody has already tried to do something. When I said to you that, maybe you have tried something and you didn't get far with it, or something didn't go to plan. And I feel like maybe that's, some of yous might have stopped doing it or lost your faith in it. Wow, God, my throat chakra's just started to close up. Right, 1 minute, let me just think now, because this is the message, isn't it, this? Yeah, I feel like somebody said something. Somebody said something which depleted your confidence regarding this. Whatever this was, and it might have been using your voice, it might have been using an instrument, but it was something to do with your throat. And it was, well, maybe because it was just your truth in general, whatever it was that you was doing. But something depleted you, and you lost confidence with this, and I feel like you stopped doing it. But the message for you guys, whoever this is for, you're being called to go back to it. It's just a matter of practicing, and that was meant to happen for you to become stronger and become more, if you believed in it or not. And maybe some of you stopped doing it and thought that you wasn't good enough and become depleted, whereas others, I don't think you did stop doing it, but maybe you started to lose a bit of faith in yourself and trust in yourself. But you're being called now too. This was meant for you to do something maybe in a different way, or try something different regarding whatever this is. Now, you might be playing music, or maybe you went to practice playing the guitar or the flute or the whatever it was that you went to do. I feel like maybe you just thought you weren't good enough, and you thought, oh, this isn't for me. But you're being called to do that, to carry on doing that, because the more you practice, I feel like you're gonna see a talent that maybe you didn't even know you had with this. You are being called to be flexible regarding this, and I don't know, because like I say, it says whatever doesn't break you. It's like, I feel like maybe you was doing the wrong instrument, or you was doing something, whatever you was doing, practicing, maybe it was the wrong thing for you, and maybe you're being called to do something different. Because whatever it is that you was practicing to do, that's where this healing gift is. Now this could be where, say if you are playing an instrument or you are singing, that's how you heal people. So you are being called to keep going with it. Because like I say, you're being tested now. Then we've got this destiny, right? And underneath it I can see travel and I can see freedom. Some of you are destined just to be free and just to travel. But I don't feel like I'm saying just, but I feel like because you are being called to certain places, and it's part of your divine purpose, because wherever you're meant to go, I feel like it's something to do with the frequency and to do with the an activation. And maybe you meet soul tribe members along the way. I do. But you are free to choose whatever you want to do. But I do feel like some of you are being called to take a break and go and have some downtime, go and enjoy yourself. Because I feel like you have been working so hard, and I feel like this is showing that gratification to yourself as well, and for your journey to do this. Because I feel like some of you are being called somewhere and I feel like you're ignoring it. Or maybe you're being invited to places and maybe you're saying that you can't go. But maybe as well, what I'm seeing for this is, with this daughter value, maybe, so say if you have been stuck because of, you can't go to certain places, or you've not been able to go on holiday because of money, I feel like if this is part of your destiny, I feel like there's going to be something that is given so that you can do it. And I don't know what that means. So it's like, there's something what's going to be unexpected, and it'll be something. So say if you, I don't know, entered a competition and you won a holiday. Do you know what I mean? There's something coming unexpected for you to be able to do something, because it is part of the destiny, it is part of your journey. So it's like if you don't have a passport, it's like there'll be something different, or there'll be something else that is going to be replacing you being able to go to that place in a different way, for you to still benefit from whatever it is that you are destined to do. Because I do feel like there's some kind of opportunity coming up here, because you are meant to be free, you are meant to travel, and it's like whoever this is who's meant to be practicing something, because that is part of your healing, that is part of your gift. And then the last one here is study and children, and this is under this humour thing where I was saying about laughing at yourself and lighting the heart, letting nothing steal your happiness. Now, this could be well and truly, this could be something that you're being called to go and do, and you've been told you're too old to do something, possibly because it might be regarding going back to school to teach, to study. But yeah, I think you are going to be a teacher. I feel like there's something regarding something that you're being called to do. You're being called to research something and look into something. And we've got the owl there with intuition. It's like your intuition is telling you to do this, because whatever this is, it's regarding children. And I feel like it is to teach children something. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching and healing the children. So whatever this is, whatever you do as your business or your work, yeah, you are being called to go into that Leo energy, that inner child energy. And I feel like this is where this confidence comes from. Maybe being back in that little childlike energy of being free and not being an adult gives you some kind of clarity, gives you some kind of inspiration of how to help these children. And if you're not teaching children, I feel like that's what you're being called to do. And if you are already doing something like that, maybe you are being told to go into the children's energy, like actually put yourself in their shoes for some kind of knowledge or some kind of wisdom to come through, for how to help them in a different way possibly. Or like I say, if you know that you're not doing something regarding the children and your intuition's telling you and someone's told you that you can't, I feel like laugh it off for a start, because that is some kind of limitation which isn't yours, that's somebody else's. And like I say, I do think that something's coming up with an opportunity during this Leo season for this. So if you haven't been doing any research or further education, whatever to do with children and however it is that you're meant to help them, whether it's through music, through singing, through animals, through doing something outdoors in nature, through something creative, like a creative expression kind of thing, whatever it is, you are being called now in this period, during this time, to research something further, look into something, because whatever you're doing It will help you with clarity and confidence about this, and it is regarding children. But the 3 words here, what are key words for this reading, is flexibility, destiny and humour. Practice, travel, study. Freedom, children and love. Wow. Daughter value. Something is about to change like that, but I feel like there's like a bit of a test along the way now to see if you are committed to this. But like I say, it could be a test, but then it might not be. It actually could be a massive opportunity. But like I say, if it is a test and you don't get it, don't be depleted because it was a test to see if you're ready for something. But treat it as if it is whatever it is. If that makes sense. I hope this is making sense. I hope so, guys. But yeah, I feel like you're using that Leo energy and that solar plexus and that creativity with these next few weeks. I feel like you've got a lot of clarity coming through, and whatever it is that you're doing, like say, if you are being called to practice something or seek some kind of do some kind of research, maybe some kind of online course, whatever it is, you're being called to do that. And I have mentioned Egypt, so maybe it's something to do with Egypt, I don't know. But take it how it resonates with you and how it fits your life and your story. And if it doesn't, then that's fine as well. It might just not be your message today, but yeah, this is somebody's message. So lots of love, guys. Bye for now.